This conference will now be recorded.
All right, guys. Very good.
Yeah.
I think voice will echo. You need to go on mute.
Going forward, it's going to be just two of us in the training. No, right? You can change.
Vijay, I think. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I did not hear you.
No, the training we are going to be just two of us, Jay and me, correct? For now.
Actually, there are more who have enrolled. I think maybe they are seeing the recording at their convenience.
Oh, okay, okay. Mm.
Yeah, there are, I think, three. Yeah, total are five. You both
Okay.
are joining. And
Lot of echo, HS.
yeah, I think you guys have to go on mute. Sorry. All right, now I think there will be no echo. So yeah, so this is what we have revised what we did so far. So let us do more in this master data area. We'll spend more time in it. Let me log on to the so during any questions you just unmute yourself and yeah.
So are you going to share this PowerPoint or is it just for you only? The one you are showing in the training.
Yeah, in this training, everything is for you, nothing is for me. So I'm creating all this slide for the participants. So what I do is whenever the topic is finished, I load them in the same document folder which I have created inside that Google Drive.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay.
All right, so let me go to the master data type app here. So I'm into the Fury screen now. And then here, what we have created the simple master data type starting with ZIB as the prefix and CHS maintenance job. So we have created this, this simple maintenance, and I think we also have, yeah, this compound one. So compound is a combination of, two or more simple. So in this compound, what all we have is we have taken this combination of the simple master type. What we have created is the ZIB CHS mjob location, and then resource is again two independent simple master type, which are the standard ones. All the key attributes have come here, and then guys, very important thing now. Now I was able to add this simple master type, but if you remember, it was not allowing me to add this compound master type, right? I was clicking there and then it was not allowing me to add. So let us see that once again. So what I'm doing is I am right clicking, I'm duplicating this screen. It is opening one more session, and I will go to an app called as planning area app. So inside this planning area, we had the one which is ZIB 3D. So I'll just type 3D in the search. This is our planning area, and if I go inside it, go to the attributes, and if I see now, yeah, if I just search CHS, it is just showing me that, this one is added and this one is that simple master type, and I'll just try to add the compound master type as well. So I'll just type here ZIBCHSM search. So now this is the one which I already added. And then another one is this compound one. So if you see that, compound one has got three attributes. One is this job ID. So this job ID is already taken into the simple master type and already, is in use. And then let's say that another is location ID, which is a standard one, right? We just picked it up from the standard one. This is also already the part of another master data type, and resource ID also. So that, if I'm clicking this button, it is not allowing me because these three are grayed out, right? Um, because it will create a duplicacy because they are already the part of some master type. Now, I cannot tick mark these ones. So if I just create one more, let's say, in this compound master type, then it should allow me to pick that one because that one I would not have used in any of other of the master type to get added, right? So let's do that. Let me go into this compound master type, and we had duration also, right? So duration also is not coming here. So why is so? Because that duration what we have taken duration as the type of decimal 18,6, if you remember, right?
Sorry, HS question here. Sorry. So you are saying the compound master data. I don't understand. I mean, what is the difference between the below, the simple one and the compound one? Is it the key tick mark that makes the top three compound?
Yeah, so compound what we have done is if I go to this master data type,
Ah,
this one is the compound master type. What we have done is we have added these three attributes, right?
yes, yeah.
So one is that CHSM job, which is a simple master type, and then two more simple master type we have added. So what we are
Yes.
doing, compound will always be the combination of these three. So what will happen is whatever the master data type we have taken, and inside that master data type, whatever is the key attribute, that itself by default it will come here and participate as a key attribute. For example,
Mm-hmm.
for the first one, CHS, this simple master type, the key attribute is job ID. So by default, it has taken this job ID, this one.
Mm-hmm.
Then for the location master data type, the second one, this one, we have
Mm-hmm.
the location ID as a key attribute. So it has already taken the key attribute and as the third one. Now the fourth one, when I'm adding it to the planning area, it's not showing me this duration. The reason is, just remember, whenever we have something of the type decimal, so now this was of the type decimal 18,6, so 18 uh, digits it can take with 6 decimals in it. So like 1 2 3 4 5 6 till 18 dot 1 2 3 4 5 6, like that, you know. So whenever we have a decimal, in as a part of our master data type, then that should be defined as attribute as a key figure. This is a rule in IBP. As of now, this is an attribute. So we'll also learn what is exactly the attribute as a key figure. We'll learn about it So as of now, you just remember whenever we have a decimal thing, we need to define it first as an attribute, and then we need to extend that attribute to act as a key figure. So we'll see the difference between attribute and attribute as a key figure later point of time. But as of now, you just remember this. That's the reason it's not showing up there. And if I want to add, let's say, one more attribute to it, what I can do, I can go into this edit view, click to this edit. From here directly, I can just create a new attribute. So let's say I want to also add some kind of let's say priority to it, right? There is a job duration, there is a job ID, there is a job contact type, the person name, right? All that we have taken in simple master type and compound master type. So let me also take CHS M job priority, CHS maintenance M job priority. Copying the same into the description. So let me give this as, so what will this priority, you can relate it to? This is a low priority job. It means that duration we can take a little more. This is a medium priority job, or this is a high priority job. For the high priority job, we have to deliver it, let's say, within few hours. So the duration for those jobs will be less, right? The total time to take that maintenance activity for that will be less. So I'll say save. And now once I save this, right, now this will become, okay, I haven't saved it. Okay, let me save it. So the moment I save it with some new attribute added to the master data type, then it is showing me as inactive. So what I can do is I can again press this active button, activate it. I'll just refresh it. So now you see this status is now active. So now if I go to the planning area and try adding this, it should show me this one, right? It will not show me this one because this is already the part, this one is already the part, this one is already the part, this one is decimal, and we just spoke about it that a decimal has to be attribute as a key figure, and we have not extended this attribute as a key figure. But this one is a normal attribute, and this is not used anywhere in any of the master type. It will just allow me to to select this priority now. So I'm again going to the planning area. I'll close it. I'll search again. See, now the important thing to understand is planning area is still active, though we have done some changes to the master data type. So now, this slide diagram, what we have seen is very important. Each and everything of this diagram, you can relate it. Now we have created a new attribute we have assigned to the master data type. It is still outside of this box of planning area. That's why it is not impacting the planning area until unless we attach this master type to this planning area. Until then, this box of planning area will not be disturbed and it will not be inactive, right? So as of now, that's why we see that this planning area is still active. Now I go to this attribute. Let me go to this add button. Add. Yeah, so this is CHS, this is the one. And now you see that these three are disabled, but this is the one which is enabled. So let me select this one and say add. So now, now you see that the priority is added. But you may ask me like, it is just showing me the priority, right? So, but I want to consider the location resource job ID as well along with the priority, because priority does not make sense for which job ID this priority is high. I want to know that at which location, at what resource, right? So now when we are loading the data or when we are downloading the template, it should show me everything, right? But in order to select it and add it to the planning area, it will only show me those which are already not the part of any other master data. But visibility wise, you know, it will show me all the, uh, duration as well as everything, but it will not let me add it to the planning area because of this duplicacy stuff. So now if I go to the planning area, it has become inactive because we perform this step now. We have added that master data type into the planning area relevant, master data type, right? So we did that, so it became inactive. In order to use this, I need to activate it again. So now the activation is started. And if I want, I can go to the application logs and see that what all is happening. Now we remember it will take 3 to 4 minutes to activate it. So in the meantime, what we'll do is we'll prepare the plan, what we are going to do further. Yeah, so yeah, let me bring it here just before the attribute as a key figure slide. So in this key figure, not what we'll do as a part of this system demo, we'll learn to create, how to create the new key figures. There are several uh, standard type of key figures that we already have, right? When we copied the planning area, but let's say that we have a requirement, we want to generate our new key figure, and some of the key figure I just want to have it as a stored key figure. Some of the key figure I want to write some logic, like A is equal to B plus C. That's the calculation that should happen in that those key figures. So those will be the calculated key figures, right? So let's say that one of the key figures that I will design is the standard available capacity. And then we have final available capacity. Let's say that this also one of the key figure, let us design. And we also can, uh, design a key figure called as maintenance job duration. And we know that, every key figure that we want to store the data, we should also define the base planning level which is associated with it, that at what level we want to store that data. So let's say that how that level looks like. So it is, let's say it is based on the week, resource, location. And let's say that this is also based on week, resource, location. So what does this mean? This means that minimum at the week level the data will be stored, but if I want, I can see the data at the higher level as well, at the week level, at the month level, at the quarter level, at yearly level. But I cannot see below this base level. What is below week? Days, right? I cannot see the data at a day level. So if I have to do a planning at so much of detailed level that it has to store the data at the day level, then I need to have some kind of base planning level which is at the day level. So it will be day, resource, log. So generally you will see that your key figures for the planning purpose, they will be minimum at the week level. So hardly we do any kind of day level planning until that's a very dedicated topic like demand sensing or something that we do few things at a day level. But in general you will see that your forecast, uh, minimum you want to enter it at a week level. So for example, you are entering it at a month level, then it will be disaggregated to the week level. So let's say for 1 month you have entered some data. So 1 month has 4 weeks, let's say. Then all those 4 weeks it will disaggregate the data. So we'll see all about the key figures. And then let's take this, let's say job duration. We will design our own uh, you know the base planning level. So we can call it as z week. So that will be also at the resource location, but we will also take something called as job, m job in it, because that's the one, that's the custom one that we are now creating. The job ID, the job type, job technician, all that we will associate it with this planning level so that we can finally associate it with the maintenance job duration key figure. So we'll see all that one by one. So now let us go back and see. So now this is activated. So what we did was we have added one more compound master data type here, and we activated it. Now if you go into the attribute, we should be able to uh, see both of them now. And let me log into the Excel and we try to load some data. So you guys are following, right?
Yeah,
Vinod?
I'm following you, but I wanted to see how you are associating the key figure to only the certain level. So we'll see.
Right, right. Yeah. We'll come to that. So Jay, you are able to follow up all stuff?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So now I'm logging into the Excel, and if I go to the master data type, I'll be able to see those newly created master data here. So one is the simple master data type, and this one is the compound one. So simple one and then compound one. So if I see the compound one, so what we discussed while showing, right, it should show me all the ones, even if it was not allowing me to add all the ones, they were grayed out, right, which were already the
Okay.
part of another
Can you
master
please
data.
1 second, please? Can you please the version drop down? Yeah, what are the version?
Yeah,
Version.
the
Base version, planning version. Okay.
version and then planning version with version specific master data. So
Okay.
always it will go to the base version. Whatever the master data that we are saving, it will go to the base version. And then I'm clicking OK. As we have
Once.
learned, right, this is uh, one way of entering the data directly into IBP, right? So we can do it directly from here. I can enter some values and then save it. Another way is that I can, yeah, if we can go on mute.
Doesn't have any charger. I'm looking for the charger. You want your own laptop? Where is it? Which one?
Hey, Jay, can you on the meet?
Where is it?
Sorry, what happened?
Where?
He asked
Where
you
is it?
to go on the mute because there's background noises.
Yeah.
No,
So,
I am on mute on.
okay. So coming back to this one. So the other way that we have learned to load the master data using the template, right? So most of the time you will come across, to load some data using some template. So the app that we have learned is the data integration app, jobs. This is the one. And then I can download the template before I load it. So I'm clicking this button called as download template. And I say that master data. At this moment, I want to download the template for the master data. And it is asking me to search the name of the master data. Let's say that this is the one I select and I download it. Let me also download the template for another one, which is this one, and download it. So both the templates now we have. Let's look one by one. The simple master data type template looks like this. It has the job ID, it has the contact person name, it has the job type, what kind of type that job is, and then Let me have the other one as well. Other one has the job ID, location ID, resource ID, and then the hours, and then the priority. If it is a high priority, it is a low priority job. We can enter all those and then we can load them. So let's fill some values in both. In this one, let me give some job ID. This is job 1. Job type, let's say it's regular maintenance. This is job 2. So there is some shutdown activity which is going on as a part of maintenance. So this is a planned one, let's say planned maintenance activity which has been assigned to this person. And let me save this template. In the similar way, let me just fill the other template as well. So for this 2 job IDs, so what I've done is I think because we haven't loaded those Excels, what I've showed to you for the location master, resource master, right? So let me just give some dummy location and then resource in it, and then otherwise it will give some error. So if I say that it is location 1 and it is location 2, and then this resource is resource 1 and then it is resource 2, and job duration, let's say that this take 10 hours, this take 15 hours, and the priority is medium priority task, the priority is high priority task. Right, for the reporting purpose, let's say that we have taken this field. So later when we are generating a report, how many of high priority tasks we have resolved it. So we can very well, filter the data at that time and then we can use it for our report purpose. So I just saved it. So both the templates are saved. So we'll see that, when we load this template, it should give me an error, and we will learn that how we see that error report and then rectify it. So let me close both the templates, and now we will load that data. So just now, the first step, we downloaded the template. To load the data, as we know that we always come to this plus sign, and what we want to load master data. What is the name of that master data type? So I should search it here, which starts with ZIB, because that's our planning area. So let's say that this is the one. First I want to go for the simple master type. It is asking me to select that file, whatever we have downloaded just now.
I have a question, but we can
Yeah,
directly update it from the Excel also, correct? That is not
from
possible.
the Excel means.
So you put the data, but when you do the save, it does not go automatically to the, or it will not go because you are not
Yeah,
connected to this particular template.
yes,
Okay.
correct. It is just saving in our CSV file, which is just local to our system. So now we are loading it to the cloud application, right, by using.
So suppose if you want to load the data, is this the way supposed to be do, or we can just directly, open the particular template in the Excel, and then we can update it directly there, right? I mean, from the master data.
Yes, yes. So these are the two ways. So these are the two ways that you can do. So any way is fine. So let's say that you have thousands of records. So those thousands of records, if you want to load it, right? So the preferred way would be, you give it in a template and then load it using that template, because that will be pretty easy. Otherwise, you come to this screen, which is this master data screen, and then put all those thousands. So there is a chance that uh, uh, you know they are already existing, and then you may mess up something. So if you have more number of records, it's always advisable to do it via the template. So as a best practice.
Oh, okay. You mean through the browser? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, through the browser. So if you do that, so if you have one or two records, you can definitely come here and then do it. So technically both are, the result will be same. If you do it from the data integration app, the way that we are loading it via template, when I refresh it after loading, it will show me here. And if I directly enter it and then save changes, it will do the same thing. So in the backend, it will run that data integration job, and it will just load it in the cloud. So anyway is fine, but none of the ways that we will do it in the real time, because in the real time, this all fields will be connected to our source system. Let's say the S4 system, or somewhere this data would be coming in and then sitting it here. But sometimes, for particular key figures or something, we need to upload the key figure data. So hardly we will upload any master data, right? So, but we will upload sometimes the key figure data based on the requests that are coming in from the planners. So the process remains same as we are learning it for the master data. We'll also learn it for the key figures when we dig into the key figures in our next session. All right, so now I need to select the file. So let me select this file, this one first, and then operation type. So you learned about all these three operation types, right? So for the first time, if I take replace or if I take insert update, that is not going to matter. Let me take insert update, and then this job name, it will come automatically. Whatever the master data type you have, you can change this name if you want, or you can just keep it as it, and then you can say save. So now uh, this triangle means that this is in process. There are two records, they are in process, and we need to refresh it just to see the results. Let's give few seconds.
So there is not any kind of preview uh, to before the load, right?
Preview, yeah, preview. If you want to see that how many records, how it looks like that.
Yeah.
Oh, no, there is no preview. So here finally it will give you that if there are any rejected records, you can just download it that time. So now this is green, it means that those two records are loaded. Now if I go back to the master data workbook here, and let me load that data as well. So I'll go to the edit button. I'm doing this plus symbol. So let me take that master type where we just loaded the data. Here we just loaded the data, and I can say okay. So here, these are the two stuff that we just loaded via the template. It is showing. Why it is not showing that yellow color as it is showing in the first tab? Because we are not in the edit mode. If we are in the edit mode, the key attributes, it will show in the yellow color. So we are just in the display mode. So display mode will look like this. And now we want to load some data in this compound master data type also. So Now let us do that as well. I'm going back here. I'm again doing plus. I'll select the other master data type because we created two. So ZIBCHS. This is the one. Now let's select the file for the other one which we prepared, which is this one. Let it be insert update, and then this is the job name. So now it should fail. It should actually reject these number of records. All right, very good. So now we see that there are two total records, out of which both of them are rejected. What I can do is I can download the full report or rejection report. In this case, both will be the same because total number of records got rejected. So let me load one of them. So I downloaded this report. It should show me that. So it is telling that, the foreign key violation. Check that the matching values exist in the, resource ID and location ID, right? So you remember we don't have any master data in the location ID and resource ID because we haven't followed that, in that sequence. We haven't done it. So that's why. So what we'll do is, because in our template we are taking these values of location ID and resource ID. So as a simple master type, first of all, these values should exist, right? Before I go to the combinations and then load it as a part of compound master data type, then what I can do is I can just quickly go here. I can go into the edit mode. I can add those two fields as well. The location, I can go to edit and then resource. I can go to edit and I'm saying OK. So now these two tabs are also extended. It should show me no data found. This is fine. So how many locations that we have taken? We have taken two locations. One is location 1 and another is location 2. I can give any region to it. Only the key attribute, mandatory attribute is this one, *1. Even if I don't give any of these, it is okay. So I'm giving this belongs to America region and this belongs to Asia Pacific region, and I'm just saving it. So guys, just remember this save data button. I should use it for the planning view. If I'm saving anything, let's say for any key figure which is editable in nature, but if any stuff I'm changing in the master data directly in this particular master data workbook, then this is the save changes button which is there in this section called as master data. So I'm just saving it in the background. It is just running the data integration model and it is doing the same thing what we do via the template. So now this is done, and then similarly I'll come to the resource master data, no data found. And what was that resource that I have taken? I have taken res1 and then res2. So these two dummy resources that I'm creating, I'm saving it. So now it should not show me that it's a foreign key violation, that these two values will now exist. Now let me save it. Let's try this again. I'll do plus. I'll select the file. Save it. So now this is successful. So what I can do is I can come here, and this is the one. So I will just refresh it. So this refreshing will show me that this is the data that I have uploaded. So this time it was successful, right? So this is how, we can play around with the master data. What we'll do in our next session, we will also learn the other things about the master data on the key figure aspect, and then the planning levels. How do we associate it, the key figures, with the planning levels, and how do we create our own key figures? All that is stuff we will extend this session for the master data to learn further. So this is what I have for today, guys. I would like to stop here. Anything that you could not follow, or you want to ask something, open up your
Okay,
mic and
thank you.
ask. All right. So I'm not sure, Tony, you joined, I think, in the middle.
HS, when you are saving these videos, can you please rename, like for example today is master data, like that way?
Oh, okay. I think this is done by the coordinator.
Okay.
So yeah, so she will not have the accessibility to our topics, that what all we are doing.
Uh-huh.
So master data topic and um, all that stuff. You know. So I think what you do is, when you go through the recording, so that time you save it in your local folder and then rename it according to your. For example, today one, you just say master data 1, 2, 3, 4, MD1, MD2, MD3, MD4, like that. So you do it
Yeah,
in your local folder, and then, yeah, it will be easy
okay.
when you're downloading it, right, from that Google Drive to your local machine. Yeah, Tony, I can't hear you. I don't know. Uh, I see that you have joined from web and you have joined from off, as you see here. I don't know. Can you unmute me? Let me just see that. No, you are already unmuted, because if I right click, it show me that, mute Tony. And You're already unmuted. I think there is some issue at your side, Tony. See here, the mute button is coming. I can just mute you but not unmute you. So now you see that there is no unmute button. I think you need to, you can see the other guys are able to unmute themselves, right? So I think there is some problem on your side. You need to join it again. But anyway, we have finished the session. Yeah. In case you have any question, yeah, I'll wait for you. Yeah, you can just log off and then log in again. Yeah, can you please share the topic that you have covered? Okay. Yeah, if you want to try it. Yeah, okay. I'm waiting for you.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, very well.
Oh man, there was a on the browser bar there was some um, icon I had to check.
Ah, okay, okay. Yeah. So the
Okay,
topic,
well,
Tony, that we have covered so far is the introduction part of IBP, and then we also covered in the Excel, we have various buttons because in day-to-day activities we'll be using all those buttons which are here. So in detail we
yeah,
discuss about
yeah,
uh,
navigation. I'm okay. What else?
yeah, and then from the past 3 to 4 sessions we are continuing this master data topic.
Okay, so you covered attributes and master data creation, right?
Yeah, it's a master data creation. In the next class also we'll continue this master data for the
Okay,
key figure stuff and all. Yeah.
okay, I got it. Um, so this is already set up for multiple versions of a master data, right?
What do you mean by that?
So I could see the version on this master data type when you were creating, right? So that means
Hmm.
this master data is already set up to be created for multiple versions.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can copy the data. You can create your own versions. That also we spoke in our earlier sessions. How you can
Okay,
create those versions. Yeah, and then
but okay. So by default, SAP
paid version.
IBP
Yeah, it
SAP
will be.
IBP master data comes without a version, right? By default.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Okay. So can I ask you a few questions? Maybe we're running over time.
Yeah, yeah. Please go ahead.
Okay. So first question is, what is the recommendation? Can you go ahead with uh, multiple versions of a data? Is there any limitation on how many versions you should create?
No, there is no limitation. I mean, it depends. For example, uh, now we are talking about two things here, right? So
Mhm.
version specific master data and version independent master data, right?
Correct.
So basically, I have seen in my earlier project implementations, we will most of the times will go for the version independent master data. We don't create the version specific master data. But when it comes to the key figure, we do create, the version specific. For example, there will be separate versions for the key figure that we create, so that we can do some kind of planning on those key figures out of the production version that we have kept as a baseline version, which is by default given by SAP IBP. What we do is the planners, they will create their own versions for those particular specific key figures. They will play around with the data, and when they are satisfied with the result, they will copy back that data from that version back to your baseline version. So using that copy operator. So we'll learn about those copy operator jobs as well to do that. So it depends on, what exactly we want to achieve. With that way, we can just create as many as versions we want. But in my previous projects, I have seen that for the key figure specific versions, uh, I have seen that 5 to 6 versions hardly will be there, that will be used by different planners for their stuff, or maximum under it is under 10.
Yeah. So, yeah, the current assignment where I'm working, there is a need for 15 to 20 versions. So,
Okay.
and they want to have their own set of master data as well. So I am kind of discouraging because from a planning perspective itself, maintaining so many versions is a nightmare.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
yeah. So, and a second, of course, the database space or memory space it is going to take, that itself, that is another nightmare.
Exactly. Yeah. So we
So
need to think about all those aspects. And even, there are many things that we should take care when we are defining, for example, the attributes, and then we are extending those attributes to act as a key figure, which is nothing but attribute as a key figure. So we need to be cautious there as well. So yeah, in terms of master data, we need to take care all this performance related stuff also. Yeah.
okay, so I just wanted to get your thoughts because I never mostly wherever implementation I've done, I have got away with 3 to 4 versions max, which is basically
Yeah,
standard
yeah. Yeah,
downside, baseline,
exactly.
or upside. And at the most additional one, we have done it. But this is kind of peculiar need. I just want to know if anybody else is also using so many versions.
Yeah, at the key figure level, I have seen up to five, as I mentioned. 4 to 5
Okay,
are normal. Yeah, they go for it.
okay, got it. All right, I think I'm good with this. So
Okay.
far, not much. I think just the model configuration is going to begin soon.
Yes, yes.
So, uh,
No, no, it
attribute
is
master.
going on. So what we are doing is a part of model configuration now in the master data. So all that is stuff we are
But you
doing
have
it.
done just the attributes and the master data type only, right?
Yeah. So as a part of model config, we started from the scratch, like
Okay,
setting up the planning area, and in that planning area now we are moving to set it up that to have
okay.
some data and all.
And this example which you showed, like you are trying to integrate your PM work orders with the resource capacity.
Yeah, this example is mostly for the capacity related master data, where you have some kind of resources as the machines, and then you are doing some kind of capacity planning for that resources at various locations which will be acting as a plant. Exactly. So for example, if we have some available capacity and some capacity is already consumed out of it, then we will write a key figure that, the difference between those two will be the remaining capacity which will be leaving out. So all that stuff uh, will be learning now.
Okay. And how well does this time series supply planning manage multiple sources of production? Let's say if I have uh, a DC where I get all the demand, and then I have two multiple sources where the production is possible,
Yeah,
right? So can system take any of the alternative based on the can I have a priority? Let's say I have plant A and plant B. So I say pick up the plant A first, and then once the capacity is consumed, then go and pick up the plant B second.
there are quotas actually. What we can do is we can define the quota. Let's say that we want to give more preference to a particular let's say plant. So we'll learn about that in our supply section, where we will define the quotas. Based on the quotas, uh, you know it will
But
say that two
quota does
plants.
not set the priority, right? Quota basically you split the percentage.
Yeah, we split the percentage. If we keep it 100% for the one of the plant, right, then the
Mm,
other will be discarded as 0%. Right? If we
okay.
have two manufacturing plant, we want to share it. If we don't
Yeah.
want to go for 80-20, we can keep one as 100 and then another one as 0. So all the 100% responsibility will be with one
No, no.
manufacturing plant.
What I want is I want plant A should be considered first as probably 100%, and then once, let's say my capacity is 100 hours, but my need is 150 hours for a certain week, right? So now I tell the system, okay, for plant for the week, whatever certain week it is, go to plant A first, consume all its capacity, and once it has consumed 100 hours, then go and take the rest of the capacity from the plant B, and that there you go and produce it. Is it possible?
Yeah, yeah. So with the optimizer, we will learn all this stuff. Okay. So not with the
Okay.
heuristic, but with the
Yeah.
optimizer, we will see that, uh, the capacity that we are giving, right?
Mm,
So we'll have the capacity utilization rate that it has consumed, the capacity utilization of, let's say, for one of the plant as 100%. Then how does it go and utilize the capacity of the other plant? So that all scenarios we'll learn in the optimizer topic.
I think
So
I already got the clue. So
yeah.
I
So in the
understood.
optimizer, yeah, we have that where we can, set up these kind of scenarios. And
Mm,
in this case, the heuristic will not be that much of help, because heuristic is mostly people take it for, infinite kind of planning where there is
mm,
no constraints like capacity constraints, right? But
yeah.
whenever you have the constraints like capacity constraint is one of them, and
Mm,
several other constraint in addition to capacity, so
mm.
then the better solution would be the optimizer. So there we set up all this stuff, and then when we run the optimizer, it is having inbuilt some of the inbuilt features which will move in that way. That
But you have both heuristics, right? Infinite and finite heuristic, correct?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. We have the
Okay.
finite also. Yeah, so we'll study all of them. So there are guys in the training which are coming from the other backgrounds as well. So we need to take this training step by step. So
No, I got
once
it.
we cover, yeah, Maseta side, and then we will start slowly with the demand side. So I know
Mm.
you are already familiar with all the stuff, but this is how we need to move. We need to take all of them, into
No,
consideration and
understood.
by
Understood.
step.
I do not want you to jump into the system for that. I
Yeah,
just conceptually getting an idea because once I get an idea, I myself can explore.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
got it.
Cool. Thank you so much, Velchi. There have been confusion with the time zone, so I missed one or two classes last. So, but now
No
onwards,
problem.
I'm. So how do you communicate? You send an email or Rajesh send an email?
Yeah, it will be. You mean for joining the classes?
Yeah, sometimes like yesterday it was one of the days it was off, right?
Yeah, yesterday it was off. Yeah.
Yesterday it was off, right? So you communicate or Rajesh communicates that?
Yeah, it is from the Rajesh side, and there are two coordinators actually. So one of them will do it.
Okay. Yeah, I got screwed up with the timing. Like he said 8 a.m. I thought US time, and it turned out to be India
Ah,
time.
yeah, yeah. So that
Okay.
8 a.m. is IST hours. So just yeah, with that you need to stick. Yeah.
And the recordings also shared by Rajesh or you?
Yeah, yeah. So there is a Google Drive actually link which is shared by all the candidates. If you haven't got it, just ask Rajesh. He will give you
Okay.
that Google Drive link where all the recordings are actually available there.
Okay. Cool. And last thing about IBP access.
Yes, so coordinator will help you. You just reach out to Rajesh. He will help you to download that exe file and then, uh,
Those things I have it. I just need a login and
login actually.
password.
Yeah, yeah. So you reach out to Rajesh. He will help
Okay.
you.
Cool. Cool. Thank you. And how do you go by Welshi, right?
No, you can call me HS. This is the coordinator who has logged in actually. This is, I
Okay. So
think, you name well, Sam.
how should I call you?
HS you can call me. H and
HS.
S. Yes.
Harjinder.
Yes.
Okay.
For your
And
easiness.
you're Punjabi?
Yes, yes, Tony.
Okay. Okay. Cool. ठीक है हरजिंदर भाजी थैंक यू सो मच
Yeah, yeah. All right, Tony. Thank you very much.
ठीक है बाय
Then we meet again. Bye.
ना थैंक्स बाय